How's it going, everyone? Want to cover some PlayStation deals for you guys? We got a discount on a PlayStation Store wallet code, and given that there's a little spring sale going on, little is putting it mildly, it's a pretty gargantuan sale. Definitely an offer you want to take advantage of. Get those games a little bit cheaper. You're stacking deals upon deals. It's always a good time when you can do that. We got some deals to note as well on physical titles. I know some of you guys are all about your physical games now after some tomfoolery been going on. I mean, look at what's happened with the crew. At the end of the day, your physical games, they can be limited time as well. So it's a crazy world that we're living in these days, but we do have some physical game deals I do want to note. Two good ones and a deal on something else, not PlayStation related, but I do want to give it a shout because I think it's something that I do think is gaining quite a little bit of steam as far as gaming goes. So we'll talk that at the end of this video. But right off the top, PlayStation Store, $100 credit is $8 off with the promo code SSDRA45. It's listed on Newegg. You'll get email delivery. You'll redeem a code. You got $100 for $92. You guys might be thinking, hey, that's less than a 10% off discount. That's not even the deal. Well, as you guys know, I know for the well-initiated, you already know how this game is played, but if you get $100 and you were going to spend that $100 anyway on the PlayStation Store and you suddenly get it for $92, what does that mean? Oh, you're getting free money. Take the free money and run. And at the end of the day, $8 these days on the PlayStation Store. Yo, take that $8, go buy a copy of Gris, go buy a copy of Burnout Paradise Remastered, and what else can you buy? You could probably buy a copy of Jedi Fallen Order. That'll probably take you a little over the $8, but nonetheless, there's a lot of good deals under the price of $8, and you can actually get a lot of great games for around that price. And obviously, while I am suggesting you to utilize this for the spring sale, if you're looking to pick up some upcoming titles, there's a little game called Stellar Blade coming out. I know you guys are excited about that. Mutant Chronicle 100 Heroes is coming out. Dogma 2 just dropped. Rise of Ronin just dropped. There's a lot of games that have been coming out, and when you can get credit a little bit cheaper, why not take advantage of it? You could also get $200 of credit for $184. Look at me doing my second grade level math. But, yeah, take advantage of that. Sometimes you'll see PSN credit a little bit cheaper than this, but certainly whenever you see a deal like this, well worth it to take advantage of. So, check that out. That is available right now. Moving on from that, couple of physical deals I do want to note. Granblue Fantasy Relink is seeing its first discount, 17% off for $49.99. Now, I really enjoyed Granblue Fantasy Relink, and by the way, this is the PlayStation 5 Standard Edition copy. If you do want the Deluxe Edition copy, that is on sale as well, and we'll talk about that in a second on top of that, but the Standard Edition is $50. Look, I really enjoyed Granblue Fantasy Relink. I know there was quite a lot of pushback with it as far as some of the elements. The game is very much on the short side. Guys, this is a game that really lives off its endgame content. The endgame is fleshed out, and there's a lot of content, and there's a lot of replayability there. The main story, you can complete fairly quickly, like 15 hours or so, maybe even shorter than that. But the endgame is what's going to really extend the experience. They have been dropping updates. A major update just dropped. And as far as gameplay, soundtrack, visual stuff, those elements, knock it out of the park with that one. They are done so well, especially, I would say, from a gameplay standpoint. This is a very, very fun game, and definitely, you know, this game did have some work done by Platinum Games initially, and I get a little bit of that vibe. It's not, you know, super over the top like some of the Platinum Games stuff, but when you're doing some of those special moves and whatnot, it can get pretty flashy, and it can get pretty flashy, and it's a joy to look at, and really well executed. Soundtrack's good. Story isn't anything to write home about, but with all the other episodes and whatnot, that does add a little bit of depth to the story. And if you're looking to do all the content, obviously a little bit more of an undertaking. $50 is still a hefty price, given that, you know, the regular price is $60, but it did just come out back in February 1st, I believe it was, so still a relatively recent release. And then if you do want the Deluxe Edition, that's actually seeing a sizable discount, 24% off for $76.07. That includes an art book, a soundtrack CD, a set of postcards, and in-game DLC, including starter item pack, character color packs 1 through 3, and the weapon, False Sword of the Apocalypse. The in-game item stuff, that's kind of irrelevant, but, I mean, it's not irrelevant, but it's, you know, nothing to write home about. But art book, soundtrack CD, that's pretty nice stuff right there. 76 bucks, you know, still kind of pricey, but, you know, it definitely beats out the $100 it regularly was. So if you want to check that out, $50 for the PlayStation 5 version. The PlayStation 4 version is $52, so, I mean, if you're still rocking the PS4, that is on sale as well. Also, do want to note, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, cheapest price yet at 30 bucks over at Best Buy. You guys know how I feel about this game. I know there was a lot of criticism regarding the performance of this game. Guys, you're talking to somebody that played this game on PC, and trust me, it was an abomination there, and I fought through the abomination of performance on PC, beat this game twice. That should tell you how good of a game this is. This game is phenomenal, and it was legitimately in my mix for Game of the Year of 2023. I think most people considered it the tier below Game of the Year status. Like, it was in the group with, like, Hogwarts Legacy and games of that level, but I thought Jedi Survivor was fantastic, man. I thought Cal really came together as a character. I thought the story was really good, especially that latter portion of the story. Big twists and turns towards the end, and yeah, just a really well done game. Much bigger than Fallen Order. It's not an open world, but you do have these bigger open levels that you have optional content, and if you're looking to do everything, it's a sizable experience. I love Jedi Survivor. I thought it was a fantastic game. They did add some refinements to the performance mode, and while I wouldn't say it's perfect, you know, the performance has gotten better. There were some rumblings that they were gonna port this game to the PS4, and, like, please don't do that. Like, let's not do nonsense like that. But, yeah, Jedi Survivor is fantastic, and I would strongly recommend it. Obviously, play Jedi Fallen Order first. The game is like $4 on the PlayStation Store right now. And then go pick up Jedi Survivor. It was a great, great game. Really hope they do a third game. Based on how Jedi Survivor ends, I definitely can see a direction for the third game, and it already seems like they've, you know, they have the pieces in place for a third game. We'll see if that comes to fruition anytime in the near future, but for now, Jedi Survivor, 30 bucks, great deal there. And lastly, not really related to PlayStation, but I do want to give a shout that the Asus ROG Ally is on sale for $400. Now, it should be noted that this is the non-extreme version. There's an extreme version and the non-extreme version. This is the lesser performance non-extreme version for $400. I really like the ROG Ally. I've been a sucker for these portable PC gaming platforms, and you know, I would love for Sony to do something that's not a streaming platform, but I get it why they don't want to get into the business right now. And after the disaster that was the PS Vita, great platform, but yeah, I could see why they're a little scarred from that. But I love these portable PC gaming platforms. I have a Steam Deck, I have the ROG Ally, the souped up version, the extreme version, and I love both those platforms. The ROG Ally does beat out the Steam Deck on performance. Unfortunately, its battery life leaves a lot to be desired, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, what can you do? These platforms do just drain battery. The Deck OLED is much better as far as that's concerned. The Deck OLED top tier edition is also kind of expensive, so keep that in mind. But, and yeah, I was almost down bad enough after buying the Steam Deck, buying the ROG Ally. I was down bad enough to almost buy the Deck OLED, but yeah, you know, cooler heads prevailed. And, yeah, at that point, I would just literally be burning money. I'll probably upgrade at some point to whatever comes out, but not anytime in the near future. I think I gotta chill with the portable gaming PCs. And for me, with platforms like this, I pick and choose what kind of games I play on this. Yes, the ROG Ally can run a game like Horizon Forbidden West. It's not the type of game I necessarily want to play on the Ally. I have played Forbidden West on my Ally, and I had a good time with it. It runs well. But that's the type of game I want on the big screen, or I want on a monitor or something like that. The Ally, you know, playing games like JRPGs and Persona 3 Reload runs great, looks great on an Ally. The Tales of games runs great, looks great. So I pick and choose, but the fact it can run a Forbidden West, the fact it can run a Cyberpunk 2077, a Red Dead Redemption 2, that's just phenomenal to think about. And we'll see where the Switch 2, from a power standpoint, kind of settles in as far as its comparison to these portable gaming PC platforms, because I think that's going to be a natural comparison that people are going to make. And I do believe the Switch 2 is going to be, I would imagine, at the level of like a PS4, which that would be pretty impressive in its own right. Let's hope they do get it to that level. But that'll do it for me. Again, PSN store credit a little bit cheaper. Go pick that up. Granblue Fantasy Relink, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, great deals there. And I did want to give a shout to the ROG Ally, the base model. That is $400. So if you want to check that out, if you want to check out the Steam Deck, do whatever the hell you want to do. That'll do it for me. Again, your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.